Everyone thinks they know what a dog's breed says about its owner, but honestly they don't. Some of the most accurate, revealing personalities are hiding behind the most misunderstood or, overexposed breeds. So if you've ever looked at your dog and wondered, why do you act like me in a bad mood? This one's for you. These 7 breeds? They've got you figured out. Let's dive into some dangerously accurate truths that'll either flatter you, or totally expose your entire lifestyle. If your dog's a German Shepherd, you've probably been accused of taking things too seriously. But let's be real. Who else is going to have a disaster plan ready, a phone always charged, and boundaries set like a pro? Isn't it better to be prepared than caught off guard? You're the mastermind behind color-coded planners, the one who can teach a dog to sit, stay, and probably file your taxes. Organization? It's your superpower. Loyalty? You and your German Shepherd wrote the book. When chaos hits, who do people call? You! Not because you're a pushover, but because you're the rock everyone leans on. Admit it, you thrive in a crisis, don't you? You're the one reading the instructions while everyone else is winging it, calmly packing emergency snacks and checking off that weekend to-do list like it's an Olympic sport. Controlled chaos? That's your happy place. People see your tough exterior, but your inner circle knows you're just one soft dog photo away from full emotional collapse. Let's be honest, if your pup is a poodle, you're either a low-key genius or maybe you're the type who can't sleep unless your spice rack is in perfect alphabetical order. Wait, are you both? Be honest, how many times have you reorganized your kitchen just for fun? But here's the real secret. Poodle people are the ultimate blend of brains and style. You crave order, but when life throws a curveball, you don't just adapt, you thrive. As long as there's good lighting and Wi-Fi, you're unstoppable. Ever notice how you glide through a room with that quiet confidence? Sure, you look elegant, but underneath, you're plotting your next big win. Maybe at the dog show, maybe at game night. And let's talk about trivia night. 3 wins in a row? Come on, you can't fool us. It's not luck, it's that competitive streak you hide behind a modest smile. Your friends, they trust your judgment, envy your style, and, let's be real, wish they could rock curls like your poodle. You know that one friend who shows up with color-coded snacks to game night and still ends up dancing on the table by dessert? That's you. Picture this. You're the life of every gathering, the one who plans the games, brings the energy, and somehow keeps everything running smoothly, while your Corgi supervises, of course. Ever wonder how you juggle it all? It's because you thrive on structure, but you're never afraid to toss the rulebook out the window when the moment calls for it. One minute you're following a routine, the next you're leading a spontaneous dance party. Who says you can't have both? Your secret weapon? That endless to-do list, 3 pages, color-coded, and somehow, you still manage to charm everyone around you. Isn't it impressive how you make organization look so effortless? But let's be real, no matter how busy you get, there's always time for a good dog meme. Who else can relate? And when the clock strikes midnight, you're the first to send those birthday wishes because details matter, right? Oh, and let's not forget your Corgi's modeling career. Admit it, you've staged at least one epic photo shoot, lights, camera, action, at least once, possibly with props. You might be a Beagle person if your brain is a browser with 37 tabs open. Ever find yourself juggling a conversation, a snack, and a wild idea, all at once? That's classic Beagle energy. You're the one who can't resist exploring every corner, chatting up strangers, and somehow keeping up with it all. Curiosity, off the charts, social skills, legendary. And, let's be honest, has anyone ever accused you of staying on topic? Didn't think so. You're the person who'll pause mid-sentence to ask, wait, where did you get those earrings? Or launch into a deep dive about someone's life story. You collect questions like others collect stamps, and you chase after new trails, both literal and conversational, without a second thought. And snacks? Oh, you never say no to snacks. Maybe you've been told you talk too much. But can you help it if your mind is always racing, bursting with things to share? The world is just too interesting to stay quiet. Boundaries? Please. If there's a fence, you're already thinking about how to leap over it. If there's a gap, you're squeezing through, just to see what's on the other side. Isn't that what life's about? Sneak past or, sniff under. Your dog gets lost at the park, you do too. But you always come back with a good story. Yorkie owners walk like they're 6 feet tall, even when they're 5'2" in fuzzy slippers. Seriously, have you ever seen someone turn a simple coffee run into a full-blown event? That's a Yorkie owner for you. Every errand is a chance to shine, and every sidewalk is their personal runway. You know that friend who always has an opinion, never backs down, and somehow makes bossiness look adorable? That's you. You're the life of the party, the spark in every conversation, and you keep everyone on their toes. With a wink and a laugh, of course. But let's be real. Behind all that confidence, you cherish your independence. Still, isn't it nice when someone brings you snacks while you binge-watch your favorite show with your Yorkie? And when it comes to your friends, you're the first to send a hilarious gif. And if anyone messes with your crew, you're ready with a sassy comeback. Yorkie in lap, of course. Admit it, you've spent hours scrolling through Pinterest, planning the next adorable outfit for your pup. Who can resist those tiny sweaters and bow ties? Don't lie. Your Yorkie has a seasonal lookbook, and you're proud of it. You don't just play the game, you study it, analyze it, and make it personal. Ever find yourself locked in a silent battle of wills with your dog over who gets to lead the walk? That's classic Dachshund energy. And if you're a Dachshund person, you know exactly what I mean. You're strategic, stubborn, and let's be honest, you have zero patience for nonsense. Why settle for ordinary when you can outsmart everyone in the room? Picture this. You're quietly journaling, your loyal Dachshund by your side, and suddenly you remember that offhand comment someone made back in 2014. Do you let it go? Of course not. You turn it into fuel, thriving in silence while the world has no idea what's motivating you. And let's talk about your comfort zone. Is there anything better than snacks, blankets, and a little bit of quiet scheming? Your humor is dry, so dry people might miss the punchline if they're not paying attention. But your loyalty? That runs deep. You don't open up easily, but when you do, it's worth it. Admit it. Are you a little dramatic when someone messes with your comfort? Of course, but that's part of your charm. You're smart, resilient, and just the right amount of dramatic, kind of like your dog when you move their blanket without permission. If you have a Husky, you've already accepted that your life is a dramatic musical, and your dog is the lead screamer. Let's be honest, who else but a Husky owner would willingly sign up for daily adventures that feel like a cross between an action movie and a comedy show? You crave the wild, the unexpected, and you're always up for a challenge. Isn't it thrilling to never know what your day will bring? Forget small talk. Your conversations happen on mountain trails, with the wind in your hair and your Husky plotting their next escape. Who needs ordinary when you can chase chaos and find a little enlightenment at the top of every climb? You're the type who laughs in the face of rules, thrives in the wild, and somehow keeps your cool when everyone else is losing theirs. Isn't it amazing how you and your Husky just get each other? Your dog is a force of nature. So are you. And yes, you've both howled at a passing ambulance. Just for fun. Well, did any of these hit suspiciously close to home? Maybe you saw your dog in a whole new light. Or maybe you saw yourself and thought, yikes, accurate. Either way, it's all in good fun. And your furry sidekick probably already knew all of this. Let me know in the comments if your breed was spot on or way off. And if I didn't call you out yet, don't worry. Episode 3 is coming, and we're bringing out the most intense personalities next. Hit subscribe, hug your dog, even if they just ate your sock. And remember, sometimes your dog isn't the weird one, it's you.